Ladies and gentlemen, could you please rise for the entrance of the University of Saskatchewan 2017 Spring Convocation graduates.
graduates please turn and face the platform? Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spring Convocation 2017. Would you please join our vocalist, Angela Dirac-Janine, in singing O Canada. So welcome to all our graduands, friends and family, distinguished guests. My name is Beth Bilson. I am the University Secretary, and I have the honor now of introducing you to the members of the platform party that you see before you. So beginning with the front row on my left and your right, Russell Eisinger, University Registrar. Patty McDougall, Vice Provost Teaching and Learning. Deborah Posega Osborne, Vice President University Relations. Terence Downey, President St. Thomas More College. Bob Badger, Traditional Knowledge Keeper. President Peter Stoichev. Chancellor Roy Romano. Kim Coates, who will be receiving an honorary degree today. Honorable Gordon Wyant, Minister of Justice and Attorney General. George Mutwiri, Executive Director, School of Public Health. Peter Bonham Smith, Dean, College of Arts and Science. And in the second row, our university orators, Kathy Coughlin, Terry Bedard, Shirley Haynes, and Jacqueline German. Senators Christine Hrudka and Jim Pulfer. David Dion, President, University of Saskatchewan Students' Union. Carolyn Gasper, Vice President, External Graduate Students Association. Peter Stroh, University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association. Earl Newton, University of Saskatchewan Retirees Association. Arul Kumaran, Dean, St. Thomas More College. Martha Smith Norris, Associate Dean, College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies. Lauren Elias, Associate Dean, Students, College of Arts and Science. Lawrence Martz, Vice Dean, Faculty Relations, College of Arts and Science. Jack Gray, Vice Dean, Research, Scholarly and Artistic Work, College of Arts and Science. Gordon Debrezay, Vice Dean, Academic, College of Arts and Science. Christina Bidwell, Associate Dean, Aboriginal Affairs, College of Arts and Science. And behind them, and I'll ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. Would you please join me in expressing to all of these faculty, administration, and members of our governing bodies our thanks for the work they have done by supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates. We acknowledge the traditional territory of Treaty 6 and the homeland of the Métis, which we have gathered for this event. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our connection with one another. Please stand as you are able for the honor song. There is no applause following the honor song. Please be seated.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this extremely special occasion where we get to acknowledge all of the graduates today who have worked so hard to be where they are crossing the stage. And I welcome all of you here who are their friends and supporters and families. It's traditional for the president of the university to give some remarks. I like to do it in a way to set the context for the remarkable achievement of the people who will cross the stage today, to tell you a little bit about the University of Saskatchewan and the value of a degree from here. Eminent Chancellor, and I like saying that because, of course, we just installed Roy Romano as our Chancellor formally yesterday afternoon. Eminent Chancellor, graduates and families, honored guests, I thank the many people and by the way, if he keeps on getting a warm welcome like this, he's going to run for office again. So I thank the many people who are here today to be part of this moment in the University of Saskatchewan's history, and in particular, I want to acknowledge our knowledge keeper, Bob Badger. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. The Buffalo Boys drum group for that extraordinary drumming honor song that we play at the beginning of every convocation. It makes these convocation events very unique and very moving and very meaningful, and I'm proud that they do this for us at every one of these occasions. Our honorary degree recipient today, Kim Coates, who's on stage with us, Minister Wyant, who is here, thank you very much, sir, for being here, and the orchestra, who's playing for us today, and you will hear from them later as well. We're privileged to have you with us. I also acknowledge the many faculty on the stage who are the heartbeat of the university. They have been the leaders and mentors for so many of you who will be graduating today, and I thank them for being here as well. We're here to celebrate a milestone in the lives of the graduands who will soon cross this stage. We're proud of them. They're proud, no doubt, of what they've accomplished. Life is richer when we collectively acknowledge success and hard work and rites of passage such as this one today. We're also here because this university brought us together. Universities are wonderful things, great experiments in the ongoing conversation we call democracy. For a democracy to work, there has to be truth. And these days, distinguishing among all the information that comes our way what's true and what's not true is harder and harder to do, and at the same time, increasingly necessary to do. Good journalism and good universities do that job. Now that we're in the post-truth era, universities are needed now more than ever before. The University of Saskatchewan is needed now more than it ever has been. And what all of you, crossing this stage today with a University of Saskatchewan degree, strengthened by the knowledge of what truth can look like, go on to do in your lives will matter immensely to all of us in our collective futures. You're getting your degree today. You've succeeded in that, and you should take the time to enjoy it, revel in it, boast about it, maybe even feel a little smug about it. But once you've done all that, take even more time to thank your spouses and partners, parents and grandparents, friends, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, communities, elementary school teachers, high school teachers, the professors you appreciated or your classmates who helped you out, because you don't achieve something this big without a lot of help along the way. Many graduands are sitting in seats like you are in auditoriums like we're in right now across the whole country, getting university degrees. But let me say a few things on this occasion of Canada's 150th anniversary and the university's 110th and the Alumni Association's 100th about a U of S degree. This is the home of the cobalt-60 radiation therapy technology that revolutionized cancer treatment in 1951 and saved the lives of millions of cancer patients around the world after that. The small Acme Machine and Electric Company around the corner from us on Idlewild Drive built the machine. U of S medical researchers built the concept. 6,700 patients were treated for the next 20 years until it was replaced with newer technology in 1971. The first patient, Molly Birch, lived another 41 years after her treatment as a result. Sylvia Fedorik, who later became Saskatchewan's Lieutenant Governor and then our Chancellor, was a graduate student of the project's leader, Harold Johns. Some of the country's most formative political leaders got their degrees here. Prime Minister John Diefenbaker, Governor General Ray Natishan, Premiers Grant Devine and Brad Wall, Lorne Calvert, and of course, Roy Romano. All in all, 8 Canadian premiers have been students at the U of S. Dozens of Canadian ambassadors to countries around the world. Dozens of high-ranking public servants in Ottawa, such as Gordon Thiessen, former Governor of the Bank of Canada. And it's fitting, on the occasion of Canada's 150th, that Roy Romano, a leader among U of S nation builders, is now our Chancellor. People who went on to receive Nobel Prizes were here. One was chemistry student Henry Tobey, who received it in 1983. And speaking of chemistry, its department head for many years, Thorberger Thorvaldsen, and his graduate students spent most of the 1920s developing sulfate-resistant concrete. As one of my predecessors, President W.P. Thompson, wrote about him in 1952, the value of his research could be computed in amounts considerably greater than have been spent on the university during its entire history. Another Nobel laureate from the U of S was Gerhard Hertzberg, who was offered a position in physics in 1935 by our first president, Walter Murray, to escape Nazi Germany. Hertzberg's wife, Louise, a spectacular scientist in her own right, was Jewish. When no other university on this continent had the vision or the humanity to offer him one, Hertzberg won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1971. Writers such as Sharon Butala, who wrote Perfection of the Morning, and 3-time Governor General's Award winner Guy Vanderhaeg were here. Hilda Neatby, who wrote the controversial book on Canadian education, wonderfully titled So Little for the Mind. Actors like Kim Coates from Sons of Anarchy. Business leaders such as Brett Wilson and Murray Edwards. Aboriginal leaders like our recent Chancellor Blaine Fable, former Chief of the FSIN, and Felix Thomas, Chief of the Saskatoon Tribal Council. And Lester LaFond, a formidable influence on the development of the Aboriginal business community in Saskatchewan. Annie Mackay, the first Indigenous woman to graduate from our university. Influential people in our justice system, such as law school graduate Tom Malloy, the federal government's chief negotiator in the Nunavut Land Claim Agreement and for the Nisga'a Final Agreement, and author of the book The World is Our Witness. Civil liberties advocate, Medicare author, and Supreme Court Justice Emmett Hall was here, a law school classmate of John Diefenbaker's, and Diefenbaker later became our Chancellor. Justice Hall proposed compelling reasons for Aboriginal land title existing in British Columbia under common law, which later influenced Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau to begin land claims negotiations with First Nations. Hall's 1964 Royal Commission on National Healthcare Services report recommended Canada adopt Saskatchewan's public health insurance model. In it, he wrote that the only thing more expensive than good health care is no health care. Emmett Hall later became Chancellor of the U of S. Roy Romano, another law school alumnus, authored in 2002 the only other Royal Commission on the future of healthcare in Canada, and he later became Chancellor of the U of S. So if you want to become Chancellor of the U of S, author a Royal Commission on Canada's healthcare system. Our chancellors, including Tom Malloy, John Diefenbaker, Sylvia Fedorik, Emmett Hall, and Roy Romano, have been nation builders for sure. Athletes and coaches such as Diane Jones-Konahowski and Mike Babcock and Willie Desjardins and Dave King were at the U of S. In fact, 3, very recently 4, of the NHL's head coaches were student athletes here with Huskies hockey. And I don't think there is a major sports league anywhere in the world where 4 head coaches were from the same university at the same time. At last week's YWCA Women of Distinction Awards banquet, 26 of the 50 nominees were from this university. This university has served the city and the province in extraordinary fashion. But in this, Canada's 150th anniversary, we can also be proud that the U of S has been a nation builder. The historian Desmond Morton has called Vimy Ridge, and this is the 100th anniversary of that battle, a nation-building experience. The whole First World War was won for Canada. Of the 345 U of S students, faculty, and staff who enlisted in it, 69 sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. They're commemorated on the university's memorial gates over on College Drive. More than 100 more were wounded, and 33 were awarded Medals of Valor. The university gave so many brave soldiers to the cause that the School of Engineering closed its doors for the 1916-1917 academic year when the faculty and students enlisted en masse. Nation builders for sure. 110 years after we began, we are now seen as a research leader in the country with Canada's only synchrotron, where we figured out how to produce medical isotopes using a particle accelerator instead of a nuclear reactor. There is a huge national and international demand for these isotopes, due in part to the imminent closure of the reactor in Chalk River in 2018. We've got one of the world's most advanced vaccine research facilities at Vito Intervac and a cyclotron that is now providing the medical isotopes to RUH, which is a fitting homage to that cobalt-60 work that was done here over half a century ago. Our Global Institute for Food Security will help feed a hungry world. Our Global Institute for Water Security will help us understand floods and droughts. These two institutes received the country's largest research grants ever earned by Canadian universities. The competition for these grants was intense, and we are the only university in the country to have received two of them. These institutes are examples of how we bring together different parts of the university to work on global problems. With 17 colleges and graduate schools, we have more disciplines than any Canadian university of our size. This is a crucial feature of who we are, because although we do not know what the solutions are to the major challenges facing us today, we do know this, that none of them will be solved by a single discipline or a single person, but by many people from many disciplines working together. We're poised to help do that with faculty like the ones on the stage before you who are at the cutting edge of research, scholarly, and artistic work. All these things matter, and all these things will help make Canada and the world a better place. For these reasons and more, we're one of the top 15 research-intensive universities in the country. On his train trip out here in 1908 to begin his work as our first president, Walter Murray wrote that we are building for centuries, and that's what we will continue to do, to be a leader in developing local solutions to global problems, to be the nation builder we have proved that we are. I don't say this to boast entirely, but to emphasize that the degree you've worked on today, to receive today, has tremendous value. Arts and science, and many of the graduates crossing the stage today are from that college, is the only college at a major university in Canada that includes disciplines spanning the fine arts, the humanities, the social sciences, and the sciences. These are separated into different colleges or faculties at most other universities. It's a leader in interdisciplinarity for this reason, and a leader in making the university the best place it can be for Aboriginal students and their communities. The School for Public Health is celebrating its 10th anniversary and continues to attract students with a wide variety of educational backgrounds from across Saskatchewan, from across Canada, and from around the world by focusing on interdisciplinary excellence in teaching and research. The school's Master of Public Health program has a practicum component that offers students the opportunity to spend 4 months gaining hands-on professional work experience with health agencies across Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, and the world. Its students have traveled as far as Geneva, Switzerland to work with the World Health Organization, and Tanzania, Africa to work with the Green Hope Organization. Many employers tell me that when they see an application from a U of S grad, it gets special attention because the quality of the university is so high and because of its graduates' work ethic that's part of our prairie roots. And also because you haven't just learned a particular area of study, you've learned how to be adaptive in your thinking, to transfer what you've learned in one discipline to what's needed in another, to be able someday to solve problems we can't even foresee today. You've learned about excellence, and excellence itself is a transferable skill. And like anything that has great value, it carries with it a great responsibility. Education brings benefit, but it also brings responsibility. In the end, most people in the world can only dream of getting to where you are. Educated, well-read, supported, self-reliant, networked, plugged in. This is not to say there aren't huge challenges, but you've worked hard and others have helped to get you to this point. So now what? And a few final thoughts on that. You didn't get here by following what everyone else did, agreeing with everything they said, doing everything they asked, and taking the road of least resistance. You weren't here doing all this just to absorb received wisdom. You've done all this work to find your own voice, not to mimic someone else's. Trust yourself now to sing your own melody with it. Also, you got here by taking risks, by failing at some things, maybe many things. Even going to university itself was a risk. You didn't do all this work so that you will live a failure-free life. You've done all this work so that your future failures will be for more important causes, and so that your successes will have more important impacts. And finally, you came here with at least some slight thought in the back of your mind that a university degree will lead to a great job and a lot of money. It's true the chances are a lot higher that you will have those things with a degree than without one, but I've always appreciated this sentence from a book called The Empire of Illusion by Chris Hedges. In the end, the measure of a civilization is its compassion, not its ability to consume. And the compassion is not just for others, it's also for yourself. Help out those with less than you've now got and take it easy on yourself while you're at it. The two go hand in hand, it turns out. And if you do get a great job and make lots of money, show even more compassion and make even more of a difference. Think of all of those who can't even imagine having the education that you've got. What would they do if they had it? What will you do now that you've got it? How can you give back to everyone who's helped you get it? Education brings benefits, but it also brings responsibility. As our vision document says, we're serving the public good by promoting diversity and meaningful change. In its 150th year, Canada needs people with degrees in your disciplines to help build a more sustainable world, a more equitable world, a world with the courage to embrace diversity, not build a wall against it, a country that can tell the difference between truth and its many imposters, a country that responds to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action, because as Justice, now Senator Murray Sinclair, said when he was here almost 2 years ago, education is the key to reconciliation. Our new vision document commits us to being an outstanding institution of research, learning, knowledge-keeping, reconciliation, and inclusion with and by Indigenous peoples and communities. I am grateful that the U of S is seen in this country as a participant, not a bystander, in building reconciliation. And in this sesquicentennial year, we have more Aboriginal students at our university than ever before in our history. We're at a time when the country faces the greatest cultural challenge of its history. Being a nation builder today means relearning, rewriting, rethinking, reimagining, things universities can help do best, but have not always. We must have the conviction to do so now. It will take generations, but we are building for centuries. So in the end, what's all this about that you're achieving today? Only you can actually answer that for yourself. But part of it is about being able to contribute to your community, this province, to be a nation builder in your own right. For me, it's always been about a passion for the idea of a university, a radical experiment in human culture, a place where we learn to be humble servants of a democratic society and respectful critics of it. For the Roy Romanows and John Diefenbakers, Gerhard Hertzbergs, Hilda Neatbys, Blaine Favels, Emmett Halls, Annie Mackays, Sylvia Fedoricks, Kim Coates of the world, it was about something else. None of them, while at university, knew exactly where they were headed, but they knew to listen for some passion to follow, and that became an endless journey. For you, it will be something else. Doesn't matter exactly what it is, but be passionate about it and use it for good. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce the president of the University of Saskatchewan, Peter Stoichev, who's going to introduce the honorary degree recipient today. Thank you very much. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the pride of the University of Saskatchewan's drama department, actor Kim Coates. Who will be receiving an honorary Doctor of Letters. An honorary degree is the greatest distinction that the university can bestow. The Doctor of Letters is awarded for outstanding achievement in the humanities, social sciences, or in the performing arts. The distinction recognizes any one or more of the following criteria: the level of excellence and eminence the candidate has demonstrated in scholarship, scientific inquiry, or artistic endeavors, gaining high and sustained recognition nationally or internationally. The extraordinary nature of the candidate's public service to humankind, Canada, Saskatchewan, or a particular community. And, interestingly, the level of significant athletic prowess demonstrated by the candidate. And given his starring roles in the Goon hockey movies, we all know about the athletic prowess. But we're also recognizing that for more than 30 years, Kim Coates has been performing on stage and screen, appearing in more than 50 plays and more than 130 movies and television productions, becoming one of the most popular and most prolific actors from the prairies. And we're recognizing him for his public service to humankind because of his great and tireless work for important charities. You may know him from his iconic starring role in the hit TV series Sons of Anarchy, or his performances on CSI, Entourage, and Prison Break, as well as his appearances in the Academy Award-winning films Pearl Harbor and Black Hawk Down. But not all of you might know that he is also an accomplished stage actor, playing Stanley Kowalski in Streetcar on Broadway and Macbeth's title role at Stratford, prepping himself for future tough guy roles. What you also may not know is that Kim Coates first came to the University of Saskatchewan looking to become a history teacher, but two life-changing events occurred on campus for him. First, by chance, he took an elective in drama, a fortuitous choice that opened up a whole new world for him, and acting quickly became his passion. And secondly, he met the love of his life, Diana Chappell, to whom he is married, and who also graduated with Kim from the U of S in 1981. While Kim has gone on to Hollywood success, he remains first and foremost committed to family, his wife Diana and his daughters Kyla and Brenna, and to the many charities and community organizations that he passionately supports, including Creative Kids Saskatoon. And 36 years after graduating from the University of Saskatchewan, Kim remains a proud advocate for our Department of Drama and for the university where it all began for him. Today he comes full circle, returning home to Saskatoon as we pay tribute and bestow upon him an honorary Doctor of Letters. Please join me today as we welcome Kim Coates.
Still getting my lines straight, Kim. Congratulations. What the heck? He became the Hollywood star. Look at me. Mr. President and everyone here, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of the province of Saskatchewan, and with the consent of the Senate of this university, I admit you, Kim Coates, to the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. All the best to you.
Oh. "36 years ago, I was sitting right out there, like all you beautiful graduates. 36 years from now, I want you all to try and look half as good as I do right now. Good luck." President Peter Stoichev, my dearest friend, and his beautiful wife Catherine, and Roy Romano, I can't thank you enough for this. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm humbled. I'm so proud to be from here, and seriously, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Kathy Nazarelli, Jean Goldie for helping me get here, which is always an issue and a deal, so thank you for all that hard work. I have KCS love. I have my black shoes representing Thornton Elementary School. I've got my blue suit, Nutana Collegiate, and of course, I've got my white and green tie. Do you see that green tie? Go Huskies. Yeah, you can clap. I know that Diana, Kyla, and Brenna wish they could be here, but if you think I'm busy, you need to look up those three on Wikipedia. They send their love. And now I'm going to thank my row of bodyguards. Whitney Houston, you know, if you think she needed my good buddy Kevin Costner for a bodyguard, you should experience what it's like to be Kim Coates when I come home. So, Mom, Dad's not with us, but we know wherever Dad is, he's playing the spoons, listening to Johnny Cash, being very proud. And Mom, you must be very proud. For my mom, a little. So, thank you, Mom, for giving birth to me and for being here today. My two little brothers, twins, Dale and Dean, I know they want to thank me for putting a boycott on punches in the face when I was 13 and they were 11. And I want to thank them for being my best friends and brothers for all these years and carrying on the beautiful last Coates name while I went and followed my bliss. Thank you, my little brothers. Jim Lindsay and Larry Harley, my two best men at my wedding. I want to thank them for, when I was going to university, paying for everything. I couldn't rub a couple of nickels together back then. And I just need to say, in the last 20 years, now that I've become a bit of a big deal, they've never opened their wallet since. So there you go. Kathy and Joe Fry, I want to thank you so much for having your son, Aaron, who became my very first drama buddy back in the day, and he's the godfather of my oldest daughter, Kyla. So Joe and Kathy, thank you for that. Gord Pepper, you university graduate as well. I want to thank you, Gord, for, you know, I think you beat me 178 times in a row in golf, and finally in 1995, you missed that two-footer on purpose. So thank you for letting me beat you in 1995. All right, so there's my bodyguards. Oh yeah, and I should say this too, President. Murray Totland was supposed to be here today, but he had a little issue with a ladder a couple days ago. He's going to be all right, but I want to thank Murray for being my oldest friend. When I was 4, he was 5. I met Murray on Ash Street, And he taught me how to blow up dinky toys with firecrackers and up taking our fingers off. So that's why he's running the city. And that's why I star in all these action movies. I guess we both do it pretty well. Yeah, I mean, Peter's already said this, but my whole path took an incredible, I don't know, a turn. Was it lucky? Was it chance? I've thought about this immensely in my whole life, but I literally, in 1979, 78, 79, took my thumb over a catalog of classes, and I got to take an elective, which means anything you want, almost. And I went, brrr, and it stopped on D, and there was drama. And I went, yeah, sure. I'll meet some girls for sure. Yeah, let's do that. I'd never seen a play in my life. I was such a little redneck, but I mean it. It changed my entire life. So 4 years later, 25 plays, the Hangar Building. I even wrote a song. I won't sing it for you now. You know, discovering Shakespeare, Tennessee Williams, Ian Esco. My first play, Romeo and Juliet, short little story. So I'm playing Balthazar, Romeo's servant, and they say I look pretty good in tights. I'm not so sure, but I've got my tights on. It's opening night. It's in the Greystone. It's 5 minutes to go. I've got my little saber sword. Here we go. And a door flies open, and I hear, Code C, Code C, Code C. I ran around the VOM. There was 8 or 9 of my football buddies who came storming in. I went, what are you guys doing? The play starts in 5 minutes. I whipped my sword out, and they said, hey, dude, got it. You're serious. Got it. So they backed out of there, and I did my very first play, Romeo and Juliet. And then we did Creeps over in Europe, and I came back, and I decided I needed to be a professional actor, and Tom Kerr, my mentor, certainly helped me with that. I get to Toronto, but you know, I never forgot who I was. Joseph Campbell, The Power of Myth, Follow Your Bliss. That's my go-to book. Macbeth, Stratford, Peter mentioned that. And then Broadway, Streetcar Named Desire, Dracula, sleeping in a coffin, rehearsing at nighttime. And then Hollywood came a-calling, you know, I'm all of a sudden punching Bruce Willis and Susan Sarandon, who I just fell in love with, how she's such a mom movie star, such a liberal. I just loved Susan. Waterworld, got my green card. I'm living in 3 cities, but I'm never afraid to fail. I never was afraid to fail. So, 60 movies, that little biker show, Sons of Anarchy. Something happened with Sons of Anarchy with me. I did not realize the power of television. And I'd never wanted to do a TV series as a regular, and I said yes to that one, and it was the right time for a lot of reasons. But what I realized was happening, which was kind of freaking me out, was I was slowly becoming a celebrity. I was becoming someone who I couldn't walk down the street. And so I found that very odd, and I certainly never got into this to be that. But you know what I did with that is I started realizing I could help raise a lot of money for charities. And I do. I have, you know, we'll say 7, but probably more charities that mean the world to me. And Creative Kids with my incredible partner, Jamie Young, who really runs that beautiful organization. We've raised a lot of money here in Saskatchewan for all these beautiful kids that don't have the wherewithal to take piano lessons, tap dance, singing lessons, guitar lessons. So I feel very proud of that. And obviously, you know, when Brad Wall ripped down the film industry a few years ago, we did an incredible rally from Saskatoon to Regina on like 200 motorcycles and 10,000 signatures. And I'll never give up that fight to continue the growth of art, because without art, we really don't have anything. We take it for granted sometimes. And you know, my Telemiracle in Regina, Telemiracle was really fun, you guys. This is your day. I'm coming to all of you really soon here. But Telemiracle, yeah, all the kids, all those incredibly talented, beautiful kids, they had no clue who I was. But their parents were all fighting over me. I took more selfies those 3 days in Regina than I can ever remember. Yeah, giving back. You know, I never knew how much I would miss Saskatchewan until I left. I don't miss the winters. I'm not going to kid you. My blood has changed a little bit that way. But I always knew that this place was always going to be home to me. You know, you can take the boy out of Saskatchewan, but you can never take the Saskatchewan out of the boy. And I've never forgotten that. And I never will forget that. And so, you know, you beautifully talented, sexy, smart brainiacs, you're told this all the time. But I'm going to tell you one more time that please, please, with all your love and tolerance and brains and sharing and listening, follow your bliss like I did. Follow it. And never be afraid to fail. Because if you do that, you never will fail, ever. So this is an incredibly humbling honor for me. This is your day. I'm so, so proud of all of you. And again, President Peter Stoichev and your whole crew. It's an honor. Thank you so, so much. That's so good.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the University Senate, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you are entitled, and to vest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Would the graduates in the front row please rise and start to come towards the platform? And as you make your way to the platform, I'll just let you know how you are to proceed. As you enter the stage up here, please stop and face the audience while the hood is put over your shoulders. Once you have been hooded, proceed to the first podium over here, where the university orator will present each of you by name. Once your name has been announced, proceed to shake the hand of the Chancellor, and the Chancellor then tells you that you have been admitted to the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan. You will then continue across the platform to be greeted by the President and your Dean or Associate Dean to receive your parchment from them. As you go down the steps, you will be welcomed as a new member of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association by a representative of that association.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Office of the Provost, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Certificate in Adult and Continuing Distance Education. I present to you Carlos Paul Trujillo Jacome. Please join me in congratulating this recipient of his certificate. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Graduate Professional Skills Certificate. I present to you Naima Abdullah Ashlik, Luan Man Chu, Saida Zahara Qureshi, Linda Yuya Gorim, Abkardeep Singh Pandler, Tamara Esther Rojas Vaser, please join me in congratulating the recipients of their certificates. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts, 3-year. I present to you Jasmine Louise Menalansing Benising with great distinction. Cheyenne Jamie Buttar. Jordan Luke Cunningham. Justin Kyle Dankert. Stacy Leanna Fiddler. Geneva Emily Darla Holden, with distinction. David James King. Katrina D. Kurlek, with distinction. Stephanie Cassandra Kwong. Hiyu Lin Yin Lin. Riley Ruby Rose Lukey. Jamie Dawn Liver. Albert William Matthews, with distinction. Stacy Michelle McDonald. Anthony William Meyer. Janelle April Minish. Rob Newton, with great distinction. Renetta Nolcho. Joel Robert Parchumchuk. Jacqueline Stephanie Sellers. Megan Danielle Slaboshin. Kira Loren Taves. Lana Marie Apologista Yurcia. Jade Cheryl Wasserman. Samantha Leanne Waters. Alexis Teal Watson. Tiffany Dawn Wolfe. Alexa Warniuk. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of their degrees. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts, 4-year. I present to you Hope Mackenzie Anderson, with great distinction. Emmanuel Joseph Barker, with distinction. Lyndall Nicole Kaliba Bournemate. Donald Richard Bridgman. Justin Robert Bruce. Megan Louise Bryson. Rose Marie Bushell. Olivia Catherine Butler Ives. Morgan Lynn Bazawi. Selena Carice. Chad Wesley Karen. Jillian Shirley Cadditt, with distinction. Mark James Coghill. Anne Marie Jane Coley. Kennedy Lynn Cook, with great distinction. Hannah Elizabeth Crowder, with great distinction. Paige Victoria Curry, with great distinction. Rose Ann Daniels. Lisa Louise Dabert. Sinam Twala Dia. Dilalesa Guta Dilalesa. Sadie Marie Eskovich, with great distinction. Sacha Ruth Cha Evangelista. Amy Jean Louise Garthis, with great distinction. Justin Joseph Goodette. Vayailam Gap. Miranda Annetta Halliday, with great distinction. Jillian Nicole Henderson, with distinction. Rebecca Mary Ray Hoyseth, with great distinction. Vanessa Faith Hagan, with distinction. Hudson Francis Casco. Amna Kaiser, with great distinction. Nicholas John Kindrachuk. Brittany Isabel King. Demetria Nicole King. Miguel Christopher Kraser. Conley Robert Krieger, with great distinction. Brady Ryan Craker. Chelsea Tanis Lavalle. Simric Glenn Leask, with distinction. Brittany R. Long, with distinction. Jeoyu Liu, with distinction. Christina McFadden. Aidan John Terry Moffett, with distinction. Parush Mohammed. Lady Viviana Murillo Martinez. Jennifer Janine Neminishin, with distinction. Viet Nguyen. Martin Naye. Haley Nayari. Robin M. Parent. Rachel Ann Parkinson, with distinction. Alexander Pusik. Samuel Rafuse, with distinction. Caitlin Anna Raff, with distinction. Emily Nicole Renault, with distinction. Hamie Roosh, with distinction. Amanda Kristen Ritz. Christina Ann Rybalka. Samara Tegan Sawchuk, with distinction. Aidan Michael Sexsmith, with great distinction. Sarah Marie Smith, with distinction. Lauren Jessica Stevenson. Josephine Emma Simons, with distinction. Julie Lynn Tim, with distinction. Graham Sheldon Traves, with great distinction. Ashley Dawn Marie Verkamen. Ashley Jean Warwick. Annie Phyllis Weishaupt, with great distinction. Justin Tyler Wenzel. Nancy Lynn Marie Whitecalf. Lian Haiying Wu. Shiman Zhu. Michelle Elizabeth Zink. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of their degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors. I present to you Alabimpa Olawatama Malori Adideo. Tyla Christine Betke, with high honors. Catherine Rose Blosky, with high honors. Emma Shannon Bug, with high honors. Kevin Chung, with high honors. Emmeline Alexandra Copping. Nicole Jacqueline Coquet. Courtney Sarah Davies. Sarah Elizabeth Dorward. Andrea Jacqueline Enns, with high honors. Abraham Stephen Enslin. Paige Tena Ferrara da Silva, with high honors. That was Priscilla, not Paige. My apologies. Stephanie Claire Fuchs. Tara Ann Gabori, with high honors. Mitchell J. Gertner. Miranda Elizabeth Gartner, with high honors. Will Daniel Gordon. Devin Alexander Hackett. Ashley Deanne Caitlin Halko Adley, with high honors. Ross Maxwell Hansen. Jane Alexandra Harder, with high honors. Carly Nicole Heggie, with high honors. Kayla Christine Hrudka, with high honors. Jinsu Kim, with high honors. Jessica Frances Yeager Clausen Wright, with high honors. Dylan Elizabeth Kahn Lambie Rain, with high honors. Stephen Ray Langlois, with high honors. Amanda Yvonne Lindgren, with high honors. Caleb Tanner Lund. Lyndall Taylor Mack. Brooks Taylor Malinowski. Tegan Ann McFarlane, with high honors. Michelle Lee McLean, with high honors. Miranda Knudsen Miller with high honors. Jacqueline Lila Morkan with high honors. Haley Jean Letitia Mullock with high honors. Jennifer Elizabeth Meinhardt with high honors. Viet Quan Nguyen with high honors. Christina Frances Parson with high honors. Amanda Pepin with high honors. Garrett Pifko. Daniel Philip Rutan with high honors. Kristen Nicole Sipe. Bishir Shahabi. Rhett Johnson Stevenson. Mackenzie Stewart with high honors. Eli Thomas Tennant. Zachary Riley Tennant with high honors. You too with high honors. Kelsey Brianne Usselman. Joshua David Evans Wallace. Bonnie Katie Weiss with high honors. Naomi Rachel Zuravinsky with high honors. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their degrees. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science, 3-year. I present to you Katie Lynn Abda with great distinction. Liam Grant Ballon. Mohammed Qasim with great distinction. Eric Grayson Lindsay. Kevin Michael Lutzer. Dennis Clayton Moldon. Alexandra Catherine Wallace. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science, 4-year. I present to you Nathan Stephen Abramick. How I. Cassie Marie Appelt. Michael David Butler. Jeffrey Dylan Shamarny. Evan Thomas Clausen. Andre William Kutu. Christopher James Dark. Tanner Tobey. Warren William Fair with distinction. Dylan Brennan Flowers. Joseph Mark Gates. Wyatt Grant. Bethel Desta Hailu. Benjamin Healy with distinction. Jeffrey Jenkins with distinction. Michael James Kelly with distinction. Ryan Anthony James LaForge. Shay Langer. Ty Langer. Hao Lee. Sing Sing Lu. Jordan Christopher Liss. Andrew Max Magnus with great distinction. Marissa Dawn McCallum with great distinction. Dylan Robert Moore. Sinsoon Park. Ryan Matthew Petrick. Natasha Rubab Salim, with great distinction. Kennedy Ted Slowinski. Bryn Surtee, with great distinction. Austin Indy Tarasov. Yao Tian. Joshua James Todd. Jeanette Caprice Wagner. Farwa Wajahat, with distinction. Kent Jerome Weiler. Ian Paul Workman, with great distinction. Dayu Zhu. Peter Young. Yaiwi Zhuang, with distinction. Juan Sueo. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates and degrees. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you would confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors. I present to you Benjamin Jamir Abelseth, with high honors. Robin Ashley Ockrey, with high honors. Brianna Danielle Ball, with high honors. Madeline Rose Barazowski, with high honors. Brandon Alexander Shivers. Carly Dale Colville. Lu J. Duan, with high honors. Jordan Michael Gallowitz. Travis Logan Gray. Katrina Caitlin Hofert, with high honors. Danny Heng, with high honors. Zachary Jacob Hushi, with high honors. Sarah Wan Wing. Angus Joe Kwang. Brandon James Krawchuk, with high honors. Connor Kyriakos Lazaro, with high honors. Yu Sing Lin. Brandon William Louis. Alita Dawn Mann. Hammond Mary. Jennifer Nizer. Joshua Cordo Newdorf, with high honors. Theophilus Olimoran, with high honors. Christopher Lee Penner, with high honors. Melissa Dawn Shaw. Kyle Siemens. Amanda Jane Sinclair, with high honors. Deanna Karen Sneath, with high honors. Evan Joseph Alexander Sunbow, with high honors. Stephanie Vong. Matthew James Waldner, with high honors. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates and degrees. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts Honors. I present to you Yvonne Adai, with honors. Joanna Heather Arnott, with high honors. Robin Lynn Bray, with high honors. Milo Talon Cameron, with high honors. Jelisa Gabriela Campos. Aaron Leslie Carson, with high honors. Daniel K. Dale, with high honors. Eben Christopher Stephen Docherty, with high honors. Andrea Leanne Elizabeth Folster. Stephanie Ma, with high honors. Kendall Lee McInnes. Nadia Sarah Mori, with high honors. Melody Joyce Mountain. McKenna Gabrielle Ramsey. Jordy Richardson, with high honors. Valerie Jean Warwick, with high honors. Marty Zaman, with high honors. Emily Jessica Zadunik, with high honors. Megan Zong, with high honors. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates and degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Music. I present to you Anna Rydun Hendrickson, with distinction. Alicia Dawn Hajdukowicz. Lauren Juliana Thuringer, with great distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Music honors. I present to you Nicholas Edmund Arsenault, with high honors. Shelby Patricia Cousins. Silas Christopher Friesen, with high honors. Colin Edward Grant, with high honors. Julia Jean McPherson, with high honors. Julie Marie Watt. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Arts. I present to you Samuel Kwame Gayamera Akampong. Leandro Salvacion Apostol. Nicole Karen Bolt. Bronwyn Marie Craig. Melissa Janine Davidson. Danielle Christine Grant. Aliyah Jiwa. Martin Conan Kakra Kwame. Brian Douglas Kulik. Betty Ann Neepy Albright. Banjo Ebenezer Horlaleye. Christopher Warden Stoichev. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Fine Arts. I present to you Anahita Akhavan Mohada. Elizabeth Babin. Andre Woleski Vahera Jazi. Jessica Averill Morgan. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Stephanie Lee Frost. Marwa Hemdi. Naureen Islam. Colby Gary Johansson. Nazifa Azam Khan. Sheldon Lee. Samuel Monier. Myra Alejandra Samaniego Palaroso. Curtis Sanger. Mohammed Sami Udin. Christopher Matthew Foss. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you this scholar from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you confer on her the Postgraduate Degree Specialization Certificate. I present to you Beverly Wolf. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the School of Public Health and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Public Health. I present to you Nafisa Absar. Modu Piola Susan Adebayo. Omotolani Zainab Adekoya. Ugochi Yvonne Alfred Inya. Rachel Elizabeth Bethune. Beatrice Ama Boateng Twamase. Oluwatobila Ba Deborah Bolaji. Augustin Enamdi Azugu. Imolea Modopiola Fabemi. Shanna K. Alexia Fraser. Shagoto Ghosh. Maria Google. Edris Hagir. Fernando Maldonado Duza. Sorry, I'm going to say that again. Fernando Maldonado Daza. Agum Loy Majak Mapior. Stephanie Ray McLean. Miracle Oluwabobe Obe Agu. Morenica Oluwafanmila Oyo Agusan. Amayan Teresa Ocon. Rashmi Prakash Patil. Aman Saini. Megan Elizabeth Steves. Sana Rachel Sunny. Silvana Yukning Tu. Kate Udame Umo. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present our PhD graduates. The custom at the University of Saskatchewan is for our PhD graduates, once they have been admitted to their degree, to be met by their supervisor and escorted to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I present to you Somaya Abdelhamid Al-Jaafra. Melanie Kirsten Bailey. Brendan John Elash. Jennifer Lee Hansen. Ilahe Kozime Sarbisha. Ekaterina Alexeyevna Lebedeva. Mercedes Jane Martinson. Miriam Arlen McNabb. Oluwabunmi Benwa Horlakanmi. Tuhin Paul. Omiyasu Wapasu. Blaine D. Wickham. Xin Yi. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates and degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate but were not able to be present today.
At the request of the faculties, I authorize these degrees, diplomas, and certificates to be granted.
The Copeland Prize in the Humanities is donated by Mrs. Copeland in memory of her husband, the late Thomas Copeland, and is awarded annually at Spring Convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the humanities. This year's recipient of the Copeland Prize in Humanities is Tyler Betke. Tyler graduates today with the Bachelor of Arts Honours degree with high honours in history. Tyler came to Saskatoon from Russell, Manitoba for her undergraduate degree at the University of Saskatchewan. Her excellent marks over the last 4 years demonstrate her love of history. Since August 2016, Tyler has had the valuable opportunity of working as a research assistant at our Historical Geographic Information Systems Lab, as well as at the university's Community-Engaged History Collaboratorium in the summer of 2016. In these positions, Tyler has conducted historical research using provincial archives and transcribed and interpreted various 19th century historical documents for the creation of databases and mapping of this historical data. Throughout her undergraduate program, Tyler has received numerous scholarships and awards that attest to her academic excellence. She has received the University of Saskatchewan Guaranteed Entrance Scholarship, the Kathleen R. Mackenzie Scholarship, which is awarded annually by the Department of History to a fourth-year student with the highest average. And in 2017, Tyler received the University of Saskatchewan's Dean Scholarship for Graduate Studies in recognition of her academic excellence and research promise. During her busy schedule, Tyler has also found time to volunteer at the Western Development Museum and to sit as co-president of the History Undergraduate Students Association. She also volunteers as a note-taker with disability services for students at the university. In her master's project, Tyler will focus on the transnational mobility of Indigenous peoples in the Alberta, Saskatchewan, Montana region from 1885 to 1920. She begins her master's degree in history at the University of Saskatchewan this fall. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Tyler Betke as the 2017 recipient of the Copeland Prize in the Humanities. The Copeland Prize in Social Science is donated in memory of the late Thomas Copeland by Mrs. Copeland and is awarded annually at each spring convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the social sciences. This year's recipient is Conley Krieger. I apologize. Conley, who graduates today with the Bachelor of Arts 4-year degree with great distinction with a major in psychology. Conley is from Saskatoon, where he completed the majority of his schooling. He was a French immersion graduate from Conley Krieger, and after completing 1 year at Lakeland College, he began his undergraduate program in psychology at the University of Saskatchewan. Conley has received numerous academic awards, including 2 Natural Science and Engineering Research Council of Canada Undergraduate Student Research Awards, the 2016 University of Saskatchewan Academic Achievement Award, and a Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Academic and Athletic Excellence Award. Conley credits a lifelong passion for team sports in developing his work ethic and resilience, and has made time in the midst of his post-secondary studies to volunteer coach high school volleyball teams. Beginning formally in 2014, he spent his first season as an assistant volleyball coach and has been an assistant or head coach ever since. Settle down now. Also as a volunteer, Conley created and coordinates a before-school calisthenics program at École Victoria Elementary School to enhance academic and social behaviors within classrooms. During the last 4 years, Conley has gained valuable work experience as an NSERC undergraduate student researcher and research assistant in cognitive psychology. Through these research opportunities, he says he now realizes how exciting pursuing your own unanswered questions can be. Conley also currently works as a childcare mentor and supervisor at Student Wellness Initiative towards Community Health Community Clinic. With his long-term goal of helping children learn to manage the challenges of life, Conley plans to continue his education in the College of Medicine in the field of pediatrics. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Conley Krieger as the 2017 recipient of the Copeland Prize in Social Sciences.
You held it together, Will.
I did.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
The University of Saskatchewan Film Society Prize is awarded annually at Spring Convocation to the most distinguished graduate in a degree in the fine arts, which includes art and art history, music, or drama. The Haslam Medal is named in honor of the late Dr. R.N.H. Haslam, former professor of physics, dean of the College of Arts and Science, and vice president academic of the University of Saskatchewan. It is awarded annually at Spring Convocation to the most academically distinguished graduate receiving a 4-year or honors degree or certificate from the College of Arts and Science. This year's recipient of both the University of Saskatchewan Film Society Prize and the Haslam Medal is Silas Friesen. As you may have guessed, Silas graduates today with the Bachelor of Music honors with high honors in music. Born in Vancouver, Silas has lived in northern Alberta, California, Edmonton, and Saskatchewan before moving to Saskatoon to pursue an honors degree in music performance. He is from a musical family of 8 and has been involved in music from a very young age. Silas started his undergraduate program at the University of Saskatchewan in 2012 and has been the recipient of many music scholarships, bursaries, and awards, including the University of Saskatchewan's Chancellor Scholarship, the Dr. David Kaplan Music Scholarship, and the Saskatoon Brass Band Senior Brass Solo Scholarship. As a musician, Silas has had many remarkable performance opportunities, including first chair for the National Youth Band, principal trumpet for the Saskatoon Youth Orchestra, and trumpet soloist with the Amati Quartet. Silas volunteers at the Elim Church Young Adults and is the host of the Saskatoon Jazz Society's monthly jazz jam sessions. Silas says he appreciates the flexibility that often accompanies a career in the arts and looks forward to further exploring music through a master's program at the University of British Columbia. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Silas Friesen as this year's recipient of the Haslam Medal and the Film Society Prize.
Eminent Chancellor, guests, platform guests, it's a real privilege of mine to be able to introduce our Governor General Gold Medalist. And this award recognizes excellence and original quality in graduate student research and is given to only 2 students each year. And at this event, we are recognizing Dr. Ji-Wei Wong. Dr. Wong was born and raised in Shanghai, China, and received his Bachelor of Engineering in Physics and his PhD at the University of Saskatchewan under the supervision of Dr. Tom Steele, who I know is here today. His PhD thesis involves working with concepts such as dark matter, Higgs boson particles, and other complex elements of crucial importance to understanding the very nature of the universe. Through his work, Dr. Wang has dedicated his life to studying the universe's most basic building blocks in hopes of uncovering its many mysteries. When he is not inquiring about the mysteries of the universe, he spends a little more time down to earth, teaching in the Department of Physics and Engineering Physics. He says that his teaching experience have been some of his most rewarding times as a PhD student. Dr. Wang would like to acknowledge his wife, Lu Zhang. He says that without her support, companionship, and sacrifice, he would not have achieved so much. Dr. Wang would also like to acknowledge his mentor, Dr. Tom Steele, who has given him significant support and encouragement during the last 5 years, led him into this research area, and has greatly shaped the way he thinks. Eminent Chancellor, guests, audience, please help me congratulating Governor General Gold Medalist, Dr. Ji-Wei Wong. I'll present these to you, but let's have our photograph taken and we'll look at them.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, platform participants, graduates, and guests. Good morning. Well, it's still morning for a bit. My name is Peter Stroh, and I'm a proud U of S alumnus, earning my degrees in 1970, 75, 78, and my master's degree in 1985. As past president of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you, the class of 2017, and welcome each of you as our association's newest members. joining our network of 150,000 alumni in 120 countries in our 100-year anniversary. This is what it's all about. Your years of hard work and dedication have paid off. I encourage you to take a moment to think about what you have achieved, what you have learned, and how you've grown and evolved from your first day as a student at the U of S to today. This is a special day that doesn't come around very often. Live for the moment. Soak in the many special moments and feelings you will experience today. Although it might feel like receiving your hard-earned degree or certificate marks the end of your time as a member of the U of S community, it's really a new beginning. When you walk across the stage today and shake hands with these prominent people behind me, know that it's not the end of your relationship with us. You are students on campus for a relatively short time, but you are alumni for a lifetime. I encourage you to proudly reflect on the hard work you put in earning this degree and earning the distinction of being recognized today as a graduate of the University of Saskatchewan. Know that your hard work, long hours, and sacrifice are validated. Take a moment to reflect and celebrate this moment. You earned it. As you walk across the stage and officially become members of our association, know that you are in an esteemed company. You follow in the footsteps of many accomplished U of S alumni, like the Honorable John G. Diefenbaker, father of the Canadian Bill of Rights, Henry Tobey, Nobel Prize in Chemistry, Nan Mackay, the first Métis and first Aboriginal woman to graduate from the U of S, Sylvia Fedoric, cobalt-60 radiation treatment, Jim Edgar Till, first researcher to prove the existence of stem cells, Guy Vanderhaeg, winner of 3 Governor General Awards for writing, Darwin Peachy, an executive at Pixar, who won an Oscar for his role in development of the technology that makes Pixar animation possible, Robert Frederick Mulder, one of the world's foremost experts in European art, Brad Wall, Premier, the late Sandra Schmerler, Olympian curler, and of course, stage, screen, and TV actor and honorary degree recipient, Kim Coates. Of course, I could go on and on naming our alumni who are leaders in business, public policy and public service, health, animal and crop science, the arts, sports, and athletics, virtually every field and every profession out there. But you will not only follow in the footsteps of these distinguished women and men, you will create a new, unique path. You will write your own story. Remember the names and the faces of those around you today, those you have heard and those you have seen in the program. Yours are the names of accomplished alumni that will be read during future U of S convocation ceremonies to future generations. As we know, the only constant is change. Because of a rapid, ever-changing world, you will take on challenges that may not even exist yet, and we can't yet begin to imagine. But your knowledge, your experiences, and your relationships will help you in your journey and assist you to help build vibrant lives and in turn, vibrant communities. It is my hope for you that you find joy in whatever path you choose, and that you never curb the thirst for knowledge that you acquired here. Always be curious, always be searching, and always strive to know more and do more. Because of your time at the U of S, you have all the skills, the knowledge, and the abilities to think critically, to solve problems, to create solutions, and to be leaders. From this day forward, all that you accomplish, all that you create, discover, enhance, build, explore, you will do as an alumni of the University of Saskatchewan, an inseparable bond between you and your alma mater. I encourage you to stay in touch with us as you make your mark in the world and realize your potential. You are an inspiration to each other and forever a member of the U of S family. Congratulations to each and every one of our graduates, and welcome to the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association. Thank you, and have a great afternoon.
Well, this brings us, I think, for this convocation ceremony to a close. But before we do, I would like to thank a number of people. First, Joseph Resendez, the University Wind Orchestra, our vocalist, Angela Yurchinen, our drum group, the Buffalo Boys Production, our traditional knowledge keeper, Bob Badger, and the teams, of course, from the Convocation Office and the University Secretary's Office in making these ceremonies a success, and they do a tremendous amount of work. Special thanks to Kim Coates, our honorary degree recipient. If you got a bit part, I'd be prepared to audition for it. People have said I've been a ham all my life in any event, so why not try this? But Kim, seriously, you graced the presence of being here today and getting the honorary degree. And finally, to the graduates, I offer congratulations to all of you. You have studied hard to earn this degree. We all wish you continued success throughout your lives, both personally and professionally. Earning your degree will show you value for a lifetime to come. The education you received here at the University of Saskatchewan has prepared you for success, prepared you to meet challenges head on. Follow as many opportunities as you can, because that's where you will find your true passion. And in the end, that's what we want for each graduate of this great university, the University of Saskatchewan. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats until such time as the platform party has left the stage. Congratulations to all, and thanks to all for being here. Here we go.